So welcome to the last, actually the middle of the week. Technically, I have three more decks to do on Wednesday for this week to finish it up for OP08, and then next week will be OP09. But so Kalgara is I think the best one I'm gonna be doing of the stream tonight, and I played this deck with success before. It's just how good is it into OP13? I hope the aggro aggressionness of this deck allows it to compete into Emu and Ace. We still have the Holy plus on him. We have Wipers. We also have our Norlin, which is one of our best cards. You really want to kind of cheat Kalgara in with Kalgara, so that way you can start drawing extra cards. We have Upper Yard, a nice way to search for more Sky Island cards. And we have a decent amount of events, kind of a little bit of coverage for this deck. We have a little bit more Kalgaras in the deck just because the Norlin wants Kalgara character on the battlefield. So to gain that life, which gaining that life is really important with Kalgara because you do go -1 life at basically almost every time you attack for the first 2 or 3 turns, which is kind of what we're also playing Kuma as 3 copies. They regain that life back, and that's kind of what we're doing today. I did end up trimming down the 6-drop wiper for the Seto because it's 1 turn, comes down 1 turn early, while letting us also commit Dawn to Kalgara. So on our 6th Dawn turn, we could play Seto and play Kalgara, use the ability of Kalgara, and plus it's Seto Kaiba. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and get into the games. All right, Upper Yard. No Kalgaras. So I guess I take that. Oh, perfect. Sadly, though, I have nothing to do this turn other than maybe I just play another Upper Yard. So that I have no targets. Next turn I go to 5. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. So it's pretty good aggressive start for us. Ah. 6. Let's just do a single 2K. We do want to keep our life buffer high because we do take life just based off of using our ability. All right. We have 5 Dawn remaining. We play Nolan. Draw, gain a life. So this is a 6K. You just block it, and then he can swing back at it. Go ahead. Hmm. So, how do you guys doing tonight? Do you guys have a favorite character in One Piece? Hmm. Another Sabo. Okay. Take it. So you have one Dawn remaining. All right. You swing for 8. And for the first time, I just finished a Punk Hazard. Awesome. That's right before the Dofi arc. Favorite character so far is Robin. You can't go wrong with Robin. All right, 9 Dawn, 3 life, 6 cards in hand plus 1 blocker. So essentially probably 2K, 4K, 6K probably in hand, 6 to 7, plus a blocker and 3 life. There's no way I'm getting through that with that much damage. But we're gonna try. So this right here is 6. So that's dead even. Take it. Again, always go for exactsies or 2K over. Because, I mean, he has to use a 2K or a blocker. So we'll go ahead and use another one. No ability on our character. Again, we see we're attacking for a dead even. And we're getting 2Ks out of the equation. 6K. And another 6. All right, so now our options here is we could play Kuma. Or we could leave up counter like that. I think I'd rather play Kuma here. Get rid of the dog. And we have a brick in hand called Wiper. So we'll do that. And say go. So we have 2 life. We have a lot of 1K counters. Hopefully that's enough to make us stay alive. There is an argument we could have done Norlin here. We would have gained the life, 1 life. Plus would have left up a 3K counter. So there's definitely an argument I should have done that instead. So now the opponent is trying to decide if he goes for face or board. One K. Eight K. So this will be 2K, 2K, 1K. I don't know with that one. So 1K, 1K, 1K. That's fine. You're gonna leave up one blocker, or all right. 6K. So I need to leave up probably a 3K counter. So it's best to do 6, 8. All right, so I could technically go. I guess he still has a blocker up. So this is an AK. So yep. Hmm. I kind of want to make him think he can go for lethal. Huh. So this is a 9K plus another 8K coming. I guess that's everything. So stay out of that one. Yeah, he has this one. An upper yard at the end. I mean, what are you gonna do with that one? All right, that was a pretty close game though. Like, I mean, we tried. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Go ahead. I mean, so sadly we're not going second, which is what you wanted to be doing with the stack. You gonna pitch a card? Okay, gets rid of a red rock. Sure. Go ahead. All right, so next turn we go to 5 Dawn. So we probably can get down. Hmm. Yeah, so I really could rather play the Wiper here. And that was a whiff. And we don't have one. Alright. Next turn is a lot better. Right? We have Kalgara. So now we can Kalgara, play Norlin, and Kuma. So we actually have a lot of life gain in this hand to offset our leader ability. So we do also need to attach Dawn to Wiper to get in. Maybe he's nice and just goes for there. Yeah, take that. Like I don't even want this card because it's gonna take so much Dawn devotion. Alright, so we want to devote 2 Dawn across the board. So we could sack for 6. Play Kalgara. And like I said, 6 is Xaxes. There's no point investing in extra Dawn or anything like that. Because if he has no 1k counters, he will give us 2k counters. So you just try to burn a hand. Alright, so he draws 3. Norlin. Go ahead. Next turn we go to 9 Dawn. So we can easily Kuma or Norlin. One of the two. I am Whitebeard gets a 10 drop down. Sure. Does Yamato swing at board or swing at life? So I go to 9 Dawn. 1 Dawn on lead. 1 Dawn here. Eight coming across. It would take 2k, 2k. I'm not buying that. And the question here is it better to Norlin or Kuma? So next turn we're going to 10 Dawn, right? So we could Norlin. So we've up 2 events. 6. You should block this turn. Yeah, block with that attack. So next turn we get Nora and Norlin. Gain 2. That's fine. I actually wasn't really planning on using this card all that much. I mean, yeah, it's an AK attacker, which is, I guess, not too shabby because it's 2K over the ace, but you could probably go attack. Now, I don't know if you could actually afford. I mean, you do have 8 cards in hand, so you probably could afford to attack the new gate if all else fails here, right? We'll just pitch a 2K. That's fine. Now you could go 8 or you go 7 again. Doesn't attack with Jozu? That's weird. He didn't just play Jozu, did he? I don't know. Six.
Hmm.
Now the downside, I guess, of that is I won't have my events up. Now you have 5 life. It's like he didn't even hit me once. I'm kidding. Now we need to get to the point where you actually can start getting rid of his life. Okay, he has 6 plus 1 blocker. All right, I'm gonna keep making you commit your Dawn there. This time he's gonna take it though. Yep. Okay, you have a blocker. 2 blockers. One of them draws 3. Another blocker. Oh man. Sure. All right, draws 3. One, two, three. So I could go 8-8. Seems like it's a pretty good line for me. Like I said, so always try to go 2K over or exactsies or 4K over. Because now he used a 2K, needing to pitch another 1K. Yeah, go ahead. I guess I should have done this one. That's only later. I guess I have no targets. Yeah. I should have waited then. That's so awkward. Let's go 8 lead. Eight. Eight. Another 8. I guess I shouldn't have done that last one because the white beard. That was a slight mistake. I mean, I knew he had it, so I mean, there's no reason why I did that. Another, okay, tax beard. Sure. So now he's gonna attack board. 1K. 1K. I don't know if I really want to, but I guess I have to do this. And it's Sky Island. So I'm no good targets except for one of these two. Okay. If I attack with everything, if I attack with this, he's gonna block that. Go ahead. So nothing's tapped, so you have to go life, which basically is card draw for me at this point. So I have 5 life. I take probably 3 of them at least. And all my characters are not rested, so you can't really attack them. Yeah, take it. Another new gate. And then you give 2 rested on here and here. Mm-hmm. So these 2 come at life. Actually, these 3 come at life. So we probably go down to 1. This is +3 +1. That's not enough. No. I guess I should have just taken that one to see if he goes for lethal. That would have been 1 off. That would have been 1 off. I guess I would have been not been able to stop the new gate at the end. All right, lead off a 6. We need to get this last chip of life in. The Shura's gonna probably hurt us because it's not very. It takes a lot of dawn to get it to the point of actually being a good attacker. AK. All right, so that's breaking even +2. You have a. All right, AK. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we definitely went. I think we had to have 1K off in that one. O2. So like I think we did our best math. I mean, we had to do best we could for that. All right, nothing for our turn 1. So we finally get to go second, which is what this deck always wants to do. Because on turn 4, we actually on turn 2 we actually have a good attacker. KO that. And +6 Dawn, you go to Kalgara down. Hmm. There we go. All right, Kikanojo, sure. Go ahead. I think we're pretty comparable to this match. This their opponent's deck. So we're at 4 Dawn. Now we go to 6. So now we could easily attach 1 Dawn, swing for 6, play this Kalgara, and play Norland and gain 1 life. That's even more interesting. Oh my gosh. Boa Hancock. Yeah, that Boa Hancock really messed me up. Go ahead. So no point of playing the upper yard when we have this. $2K. A blocker, sure. It's like you're gonna KO the Kalgara. Hmm. Get the 2K counter. Where are you attacking with that? Okay. All right, so that actually has a target, right? Yeah, Kikanojo. I don't know if he has he probably has a 1K in hand, to be honest. I guess technically his life is not low enough for that. Okay. Go ahead. Oh no. That's a bad card to find. Because I really want to play Akuma this turn. Why why use Nami there? I mean, you probably just win. Why remove the Norland? You could have just put that 5 Dawn onto your lead. Or Stussy. Yeah, I mean, him going 0-3. He doesn't attack with the Stussy? Ooh. Hmm. There's no way I can get this. There's just no physical way. I don't know why he didn't attack with the Stussy. I mean, I was a 6K. He had 7. I could not have got a 2K. Hmm. I mean, I'm just so dej. I should have played the upper yards to find another counter, but 0-3. Sadly, that's not what I was hoping to have happen. I mean, we did end up getting the wrong end of the stick because like I said we always want to go second, preferably. But let's get into the wrap up. So, what do we learn this week about this deck? And it got me really kind of questioning what can be playable in this current format with the OP13. So we lost to Bonnie, right? Yellow Bonnie. So has Yellow Bonnie just become the better version of this type of strategy, which is yellow aggro? Like, so maybe that's what the reality is. Because we lost to Ace, we weren't able to actually assemble enough to close the game out. And our opponent was able to just kind of slowly work its way towards the late part of the game, which of course he has repeated draw 3, draw 2, or whatever. So like he always has that advantage with card advantage, and you really need to close the game out fast enough. And sometimes we did get pinholed where, we really needed to make our leader 4 or 6K attacker, but we just had to devote our dawn to something else that was more potentially going to lead us to a path of closing the game out faster. But yeah, so sure, not really sold on this card to be honest. I do think these two are necessary in the deck because, especially since they are so close to 6K attack, that you kind of just have to play them. Because attaching one Dawn to swing 6 6 6 6 6 6, right, is pretty decent in the meta. So the weaknesses I think of the deck, probably honestly want to cut this Wiper and go up one more set out as a more 2K counter to protect our board once we get there. Like I said, Norwin is always just a really good card, but I guess gaining life just doesn't feel as good anymore. I mean, gaining life when your opponent just kind of outgrinds you late in the game just doesn't feel like it's a winning strategy. So I wish this deck could have performed a little bit better because I think it is a good deck, or at least it was a good deck. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in the future because right now this deck was missing quite a bit of pieces. Um, into the matchups, and I don't know what pieces you could possibly print. We are going to, I think, to Sky Island again in OP13. So maybe we get more pieces there. Or maybe we just get a better Kalgara leader. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Kalgara in OP13. What are you doing with your version? Is it competing well enough? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys next time.